Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 65, where I'm going to show you something awesome about navigating among canvases in Quantrix, and that is the use of hyperlinks. I have here a pretty complex model. It's a 5-year forecast model, if you will, and I have several different canvases here. I have one for supplemental input to, say, my P&L. I have some charts that show, kind of a chart view of what my gross sales or other elements of my P&L are looking like. I also have some inputs that says, okay, gross sales, I want to, for each one of these products, I want to grow them by some percentage or by some target amount, okay? The mechanics of the data, the input data, is not necessarily important for today's podcast, but I have all these different canvases, okay, and then finally I have one that kind of shows the summary of both the supplement as well as the input. Well, what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to navigate among these different tabs, and I want to do that pretty quickly. And sometimes, if they're closed, I don't want to have to go up here to my model browser and try to figure that out, right? That's ugly. Okay, even if I had everything collapsed and I just had this user folder open, it's still kind of ugly, right? And it's clear down here. So what I thought I would do is I would create, some hyperlinks at the top of the page where I could just, if I wanted to go see supplemental, I'd go ahead and click on supplemental and it'd take me there. If I wanted to see my P&L in total, I'd just click on P&L and it'd take me there. And if some of these are closed or whatever, it wouldn't matter. So I just closed input. If I wanted to see inputs, I go ahead and click on it. It brings up inputs. If I want to see charts, well, it's not up here. I go ahead and click on charts, and you can see it brings up that canvas. So that's a really slick way to organize your canvases and the input of your canvases and the layouts of your canvases is by using this hyperlink functionality. And how you set up these hyperlinks is, again, I just created a matrix. I called it, what do you know? I called it hyperlinks. And I said, okay, I'm going to have inputs, I'm going to have supplemental, I'm going to have charts, and I'm going to have a P&L, okay? And what I want to do is, more or less, I want to navigate to the P&L in this one, I want to navigate to charts in this one, and so on and so forth. So how I do that is I simply go into the cell, and I click on hyperlink, and then I click on the radio button location in a model, and then from the drop down I go ahead and I select which of the canvases that I want to go to. And if it's not a canvas I want to go to, it's a view or a matrix, I can go ahead and select it here in the list. And I can expand this right here to see really the entire table name. Okay? So once I do that, I go ahead and I click OK. I think I can click cancel in the scenario, but once I did that, one other thing with that, is you also need this text to display. You can fill that in, make sure you fill that in here. Okay? If not, I think it overrides actually to whatever you have in the location in your model, or it defaults to that rather. So again, once I figure it out, I just drag that hyperlinks matrix over to a canvas like I would any other matrix, and once I click layout, I am free just to go ahead and click on it, and I'm able to navigate through my model very quickly and very efficiently. So that's how you add hyperlinks to a canvas so that you can navigate through various aspects of your model. I think that's super awesome with Quantrix, and I hope you find that helpful. If you have any questions about hyperlinks or anything else in regards to Quantrix Modeler, feel free to reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com or send me a comment here on YouTube at Quantrix Authority. I absolutely love Quantrix, and I certainly want to make you a Quantrix master. So please join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.